Welcome back to Dope Points, everybody. This is Ron, and today we are talking about the games that are going to be leaving on March 13th, supposedly. Yeah, and they are the PS Extra games, starting with W2K22. This one for sure is leaving on the 13th. I looked up dates for the other games, and nothing seemed for sure, but the 13th seems like the date for this, and possibly the date for all the games on this list. So that gives you about, well, just under 2 weeks to play them. So that's enough time, I think. This list of games aren't games I particularly like or love anyway, so I don't know how many of these I'm going to be cramming in before they leave on the 13th. This was fun. I got to get beat up by Brock Lesnar, and he pinned me almost instantly. See, that's the way it should be. That's realistic. Anyways, moving on to Monster Energy Supercross 5. I mentioned this in one of my videos for cheap games, and I think this one was 99 cents or something like that, and I didn't like it. It's clunky. It's clunky as hell. The racing is not fun. The movement isn't fun. It's counterintuitive. Really, it's just look at me. I think I was able to win one race in the entirety of playing this game, but yeah, just not worth it. Just blah. Yeah. All right, moving on to something that looks like it might not be worth it, but it's actually really fun. Danger Zone. It's kind of a takeoff on some of the, I think Odie said the Burnout stuff, where you could crash your car a bunch, the old school ones. And that's all it is you're in a, car testing facility, and you launch your car into other cars in order to get as many points and cause as much destruction, money-wise, as you can. Yeah. So there you go. I really liked it. It was actually fun to swap off. Me and Odie would swap off every other turn, just because the game does get a little frustrating if you're just playing it by yourself over and over again. Some of the levels are tough. I would say it's better to pass the controller to somebody else and let them take a turn, and then you take a turn. It gets real fun that way. All right, moving on to Ghost of a Tale. Now, here is a game that I had never even heard of at all. And you play as a cute little mouse, and you gotta kill the rats of Nim. Yeah, go to sleep, buddy. Look at how cute I am. This game looks great. I love the look of your character and everything about it, except that it is a stealth dungeon crawler, at least as much of the game as I have played. You start off in a prison, and you have to escape somehow and look for your wife. But I got about an hour into it, I'd say, and it hasn't let up from that stealthy, dungeony element of it. But God, yeah, look at the character. Oh, okay, see, rats in him. These things are terrifying when you get up close and personal. Ah, Nicodemus, help me! And here we get some beautiful outside time. And I was waiting for this game to open up. It's very RPG-like. You got menus and stuff, but I was waiting for it to open up into maybe a Skyrim with mice and rats. But it remains pretty stealthy. Even when you get into these more open areas, and there is no waypoint or wayfinder to point you in the right direction as to what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to reach a watchtower, but it gets real mazy. So, but yeah, there you go. Ghost of a Tale. It was interesting. All right, moving on to Dungeons 2. Dungeons 2. So it starts off looking very MMO-like. It's a little deceiving, really. I don't know if this returns at some point in the game, but you play as basically Sauron from Lord of the Rings. You're big evil. What do they call you? The Undying Evil or something like that. But you kill all those guys, and then you get resurrected, and you're in your lair. And then it turns into Evil Genius 2, which I just played, and you're basically just building a lair. And you got your minions, and you can summon them, and yeah, they help you build your lair. I don't know if this is the whole game or if we're going to turn to that other one. Here's my lair later on as I've built things up. Got all my gold stores there. Yeah, look at all that. I got some orcs guarding everything. I got a brewery. It's pretty cool. It's better than Evil Genius 2, just control-wise, I'd have to say. All right, moving on to The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Walking simulator, anybody? Yay! So far, yeah, that scared the living hell out of me when that happened. But so far, so good. It's not a walking simulator. I shouldn't say that. It's a detective story. You're a detective, and you end up in the woods on a railroad, on a on the tracks there. And as you walk along, you discover stuff, and a lot of stuff is really sneakily hidden. Like, and it took me forever to figure this game out and figure out what to do. And you know, I say play it, but it is definitely going to require you looking stuff up on the internet. And that's unfortunate, but I tell you what, I am going to keep playing this game, because look at it. It's freaking crazy. Look at this scene. Yeah. And it seems to have a really cool plot to it. I'm very excited, and this is the one game I am going to try and beat before the 13th. Again, I'm not 100% sure that all these games are leaving on the 13th. WW2K22 is for sure. But usually they wait till the second week, and since we haven't had a full week, that'd be the 21st, so I'm not sure. Alright, moving on to Override 2 Super Mech League. This is exactly what I thought it would be. Yes. It's robots fighting each other in a ring. There you go. It's weird because it's mostly online. Like, there is a season or a career that you can play as, but you still have to play against online people during that. And yeah, I'm not sure. Once I played the tutorial and I got a lot of the special moves down, I felt better about playing this game. But you know, this is all it is. And as soon as I finished the tutorial, the next game was fighting against an online person. And I was like, oh, okay, that's weird, because I tried the online mode too, but I guess it's all online. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah. Alright, moving on to Victor Rand. Victor Rand. Why is this name Victor Rand? I just don't like that. Victor Rand. Why can't he be, who's the guy who kills Dracula all the time? I don't know. Starts with a V. Van Helsing! He's very Van Helsing. So they just should have called it Van Helsing, I think. But it's called Victor Rand. What a name. It is a top-down. It is not a roguelike. All the levels are kind of set. I did a review of Magicka 2. This has that quality to it that I really like, that top-down, old-school look to it, like, oh god, Gauntlet or something. And if you hear that voice in the background, that is Geralt of Rivia as the main character. Yeah, I don't know, it's alright. I don't know if I'm gonna beat it or whatever. It's one of those games, you know, that it's easy to put down, unfortunately, and just not play for a while. Alright, and now the last game of the evening, if you can spell what that says. It's Velocibox. Velocibox. It is a puzzle game. It's so hard. I thought, you know, I was thinking, if I could play Tetris, I should be able to get this. The speed, your reaction time is vital. And I'm an old man, and I can't frickin' play this game. I can't get past level 1. Yeah, there you go. What you're about to watch is a series of deaths over and over again. Velocibox. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think I played this for 10 minutes and felt my chest tightening, and I was just like, No, I'm done. That's enough. Yeah, so there you go. Well, there you go, everybody. That was all the games that will be leaving possibly on March 13th. You got a little time. Play them if you can. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of winners in that list. I'm going to keep playing Vanishing of Ethan Carter and maybe some Ghost of a Tale. But that's about it. I already beat Danger Zone, though, I should say. That one's addicting as hell. But yeah, there they are. Play them while you can. Thank you for watching, and Dork Points! Good night.